Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I will be showing you my favorite tools and accessories and things that I use to work out and go to the gym. So if you want to see basically what's in my gym bag, keep on watching. Alright, so this is the bag that I take to the gym. I've had this for like years and years and years. I also have like a backpack that I got when I played club volleyball, and on days that I'll go to the gym after work and I know that I'll do that, that's where I'll bring like my change of clothes in and I'll take up to the office to change in the bathroom. But once I'm in the gym, this is what I bring. So it's super old, but inside it I have some liquid chalk. This I use especially when I deadlift, and for a while when I would do like the hanging knee raises or hanging leg raises, the grip wasn't super great. They've since added a new bar to do that, but I was using this to really help me out. Also just like a chapstick, a hair tie in there. I have a little mini Revlon brush. I bought this because I left my hairbrush at home one time and I didn't want to buy a new one. So I bought a mini one and I'm like, oh, it's great to take with me to the gym because when I'm putting my hair up or if it like gets a knot, I always have a brush with me instead of just like knocking it all down. Just a towel. This one I got from 24 Hour Fitness when I was going there because I forgot one when I went to the gym one day. And it's really long, I love that. These are a lifesaver. So since switching over to LA Fitness, 90% of the time there are not enough like bar clamps to go around. It's like not I even asked someone once, he said, well, it's not a real gym, which is like accurate. Really makes me miss 24. But to solve that issue, I bought my own. So there's two. They go around a 2-inch bar, and I bought these on Amazon. They're from Clout Fitness. They come in a bunch of different colors, but black I just felt like was super simple and not like obnoxious. And they also come in a little bag that I can stick them in. That way they don't get lost in my bigger one. What do I have in here? So I've mentioned these two bags before. One of them when I do my at-home workouts. So this one, they're both from my friend's parents have a company that makes bags. I'll link them down below. They gave me this one, and this one has a bunch of different tampons in it because you never know when you need a tampon at the gym. And then this one has all of those resistance bands that I use for my at-home workouts. This is bigger than a resistance band, so I use this a lot for when I do like the barbell bridges, so it's like when my back is flat against like the floor. I'll put this around, or like when I'm warming up, like when I'm waiting for someone to get off the bar forever, I'll like do like my mobile stretches, and I'll do a lot of squats in this to warm up. I also have in here, these are my new gym gloves. They're by the same company, the Rim Sports, as this, like the thigh circle. So these ones I bought in a size medium, and when I put them on, they seem a bit large, but they also, like I didn't want to get this small because my first gym gloves I bought a while ago were from Target, and I bought them in a small, and like right here where the seam is on the Target ones just started tearing so quickly. They might actually still be in here. So then I bought new ones on Amazon that were like gloves, but they weren't like covered in the front. It was basically just this part, which is where like I get all the calluses, and then like wrapped around the wrist. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I don't want like a massive glove on. I just want something to like protect my fingers and then like support my wrist. So I got those, and then they were just so uncomfortable, so I returned them. Thankfully Amazon is great with returns. Here's the Target ones. Do you see like what was going on there? So this is the Rim Sports ones. They're like a little long, but other than that, like they fit me really well. There's like kind of like a little fabric right here, but they're so thick, especially in comparison to the Target ones. And I really only use them when I do lat pull downs because that like really like gets to my fingers, and when I do deadlifts because I need that support. Other than that, I don't really use my gym gloves, just for like regular weights or like I'm doing squats or whatever. So I don't really need them that much. So just for those two things, and these ones I just got them this morning was the second time I've used them, and I really, really like them. Here's what this was like looking like on me. And I thought maybe I will get the Rim Sports gloves again, like in a small, like a different color. That way I can have a small option and a medium option, but I do like these ones a lot, so I wouldn't exchange them. I would just get a second pair. This is what the Target ones were looking like. And they're like not as like, I mean like they did their job, but they're also not as like long here, so I was getting like bad calluses there still. And then when they have this little loop thing and that tore off. And then this part, a lot of it was tearing. But I'll leave them in here just because you never know when you need backup gloves. And both the thigh circles and the gloves came in little bags. I just have to throw them back in there. And of course, a backup deodorant because you never know when you need extra deodorant. So that's what's in the bag that I take to the gym. That's what I'll use pretty much every single day. Also for the gym, I have my Swell water bottle. This one is this alligator lavendery print, and it's so beat up that sometimes I set it down and it wobbles because the bottom's so beat up. I had another one, so this one I was kind of leaving at my apartment because it was so beat up and it was just my apartment water bottle. And I had another one from work that we got after the Oscars this past year. So it was a nice matte black and it said 90 Oscars, but I laughed because the 0 and 90 was the same O in Oscars. So it looked like it said 90 scars. And I had my name on the bottom where it was silver. I sharpened my name. It was kind of coming off, but you could still tell that that's my name, not your name. I took it to the gym a few weeks ago, and when I was cooling down on a bike, I had set it at the bottom, and when I left, I grabbed my bag, and I got to my car, and I was like, oh, my water bottle's not here, maybe it's in my bag. Got to my apartment, opened it up, and I was like, nope, not there either, it must still be at the gym. A few hours later, I went with a friend to get Poke, which is right next to the gym that I went to. And while we were ordering, I walked in there and said hey, have you seen a black Oscars water bottle just like this one? But it's black and it has my name on it. And she said no. I was like, has anybody returned it? I brought it up to the front because if I saw a water bottle that someone left there and it was a nice water bottle, not just a good throwaway one, I would either be hey, you forgot your water bottle. Or if they completely left, I would have been hey, this is a water bottle someone left. Here it is if they come for it, and left it at the front desk. Apparently someone took it, doesn't have their name on it, but now it's theirs, and now I'm stuck with this one. Also for the gym, these are my headphones. I always have my regular headphones that plug into my phone in my backpack, so if I ever did really need them, they'd be in my car, especially before or after work. But these ones are the, I think the second year version of the Power Beats. So they're hook around my ears, so they definitely stay in there. They're wireless, which I love, especially when you do the bent over row on the bench and your arm gets caught in the cable. Solves that problem. They come with 3 different ear sizes, which is good because I have 2 different ears, one's attached, one's detached, completely different ears. So one has the smallest hole, ear insert, and then the other one has the medium sized one. It holds charge pretty well. I'd say it lasts about 12 hours, so it can get me pretty much through a week or almost a week of working out if I use them every day. I like them a lot. The only thing is, and also they come in this little bag, and I always just carry this with me. The only issue is that they used to have this little white clamp that you could tighten or loosen, which I really liked because then when I put them on and around, I could tighten it a little bit so it wasn't this part wasn't dragging and kind of touching the back part of my shirt. And at some point, somehow, somewhere, I lost that. So that's gone, and I always see people with the same beads, and I'm so jealous that they have it and they leave on the loose one, you don't even use it. So I lost that somehow, which is kind of annoying sometimes, but I always just kind of I tuck the cord, when I'm pulling my ponytail off to one side to do something, I'll tuck the cord over. The only time I don't ever wear these is when I'm doing squats, just because it's too much happening on my back end. I just wrap them up. I have the little charger in here, just plugs into the little USB Apple box thing. Just shove them in, and there they are. Now I also have 2 big exercise things at home. This one I will take to the gym sometimes when I know I'm going to do the hip thrust, where my back's against a bench. This will just go over the bar. I don't use it for squats. It is a squat barbell pad. I don't use it for squats. I'm completely fine with having the bar on my back, but it does help a lot, especially as a female, having all the important stuff down there. And especially because before I used it, I would have bruises on my hips, and I would always be how do I have these weird bruises here? And I'm oh, because I put a bunch of weight on my crotch area. So I put this around the bar, and it's helped so much. Another thing that I have, I stole this case from my friend when she was moving. She didn't want it, and I was I'll do. I'm not gonna unroll it. That's my yoga mat. You've seen it in all my at-home workouts. I don't do yoga too much because honestly, like yoga in a class, like why would I pay to be bored? I don't know. But I do like a lot when I'm here and I want to stretch, do my at-home workouts. Or if I were to ever take a yoga class, now I have my own. This one I got like a friend's family. We were doing like Secret Santa, and through like Elfster you can put like Amazon links of like the exact gift that you want. So I put this yoga mat because it was like super long, and even people at work commented the other day when I needed to use it at work, like, your yoga mat's really long. Are they usually that long? I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure this one's like, I asked for like one that was a bit longer. And I really like it just because when I am stretching or doing things, like I like having my whole body on the mat. I'm not like, touching anything outside. I'm like confined to my rectangle. And also at home, I have this little basket, and like behind these shelves are like cabinets, so this is in there. And that's like, even when I'm not using my gym bag, I like have that in there just so everything's away. But in this basket, I have a few extra workout things. My sliders, you've seen these before, and my at-home abs workout. I like using them a lot, and again, they have the soft side on one, so if you're on like a wood floor or tile, you can use the soft side, and then you have like a hard plastic side, so if you're on carpet, you can use that for that as well. So really, you have like no excuse. You're like, oh, I have carpet in my bedroom, I can't do like the thing where you put the towel on the floor, like no excuse. I also have this yoga like band thing, not a band, but it has like these loops, and it helps you stretch, so you kind of like loop them and you can like put your leg around them. So I have like zero flexibility in stretching, and I'm really working on that, so I will like loop it around and like put my foot in it so I can be laying flat on my back and definitely like try to stretch out my hamstrings more and like try to do like my own yoga at home. So I do yoga at home, I just like don't go to a class for it because I find it very boring, and they're also very expensive. I also have shoved in here a jump rope. This is really fun for like cardio. I've mentioned before that I don't like running, not a big runner or anything. So if I do want to do cardio, especially at home without going on a run around my neighborhood, just bust this out. I do enjoy jump roping. I'm not amazing at it. I've never been amazing at it, but I do like that. And also, I got these a few years ago when I was like really into trying to do yoga before I realized like I'm bored with it, and I was like really trying to force myself to do it. I'm like, I'm gonna get all the things. I bought these yoga blocks, and they're like different heights, which is really nice, and just kind of like helps you stretch. So I do use them a little bit because like sometimes my back will hurt, and I'll just like need to stretch back and like need help or need support because I can't like touch like certain parts. So I will use these, and it really helps me like get into deeper stretches without overstraining myself. And the last two things I have, which I may actually use right now, is this roller. It's like a tiny one because the other ones are so massive. This little roller, which I like to roll myself out sometimes at home, and a tennis ball. And this I like to like go against a wall and like really get my neck, because my neck is always so tight, or like really like get in the back, like under my shoulder blades, and try to get like roll the knot out, because this gets like the whole back or like the whole like side and like hamstring and everything. So it gets like the whole muscle, and this like really targets out different knots. I hope you enjoyed that video. Those were all my different like tools and gadgets and different things that I use either at the gym or here to work out. So basically everything that I own that encompasses like working out and exercising no matter where I am, and managing to get it all done. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll upload a new video every Wednesday, either working out like this one or different tips, tricks, and tools, food, you name it. I'll be posting it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.